feel like? I want to hear it for myself. I'm ready.
What up, yeah? It is the O Show. It is only a test. It's the first time I've fired up the setup in the new house. We're wireless. That was a little bit of a concern, but all my steampunk meters and dials, all the needles are in the right place. We're not dropping any frames. We're looking good to go. Glad you're here. It has been a few months since I've been able to turn on the show, so fully respect and understand. Take a little while for people to start tuning back in. But if you're tuned in here on Twitch, or if you are tuning in down the road on YouTube, glad you're here. O Show Season 1 coming up. Now you might be confused if you've watched the O Show for literal years, or maybe you've even watched some of the videos I've been putting out since the Something Awful days, the late 1800s. But you heard it correctly, it's Season 1. It's just been the longest pilot season ever to completely dial in every function, setting, and aspect of the O Show to generate the best possible Twitch.tv experience available. Is it very echoey? Okay. Alright. It's much larger. I was kind of suspecting I was gonna have to buy some foam. Is it super bad? How bad is it? Is it like reverb on the mic enjoyable bad? Or is it like I definitely need to get some foam bad? Itchy Ahab, glad you guys are here. Thank you for tuning in. Ahab, OG, glad you're here. Season 1 of the O Show coming up. Think we need some foam. Alright. We can do it. But I kind of suspected as much. It's a good problem to have. Today we're just testing. Season 1 does not start until July. We've got fun events coming up, albeit the first O Show in the Season 1 will be a subathon. So it could turn into a very long experience or not. That's up to you guys. But it's kind of an initiative to get the couchlings back on the couch since I kind of had a few month absence. I got promoted at work. I had to go on a short-term assignment and training. And then the end result, I had to move to North Carolina to work at my new site. But I love it. It's great. Everything's great. My new house is amazing and huge and beautiful, and everything's cool. And I'm very much looking forward to doing the show for you guys. My new job, I only have to work 3 nights a week. So that means time for lots of editions of the O Show. Let me make a quick note of that, Itchy. By the way, this is a test show, so we'll be doing a little fucking around, of course. But I hope the audio isn't too bad. Definitely get some foam here in the new spot. This is the point of the test show. My old house had internet issues, new house looking amazing. So that's one event coming up in Season 1 here in July. Subathon for the first show in the new place. could turn into a very long stalker session if you play your cards right. We've got an unlockable cooking Osho. If we can get up there to 35 sub points. And I have a really nice phone now, so be doing that from my phone. Potentially even a grilling situation. And in season 1, running July, August, September, coming up of the Osho, we'll be enjoying S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Call of Pripyat. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Be enjoying S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Anomaly. And we will be enjoying a personal favorite of mine, an advanced Dungeons and Dragons campaign entitled The Twilight of Iron. Definitely don't want to miss that 1989 style Dungeons and Dragons. So Osho season 1 definitely shaping up to be a banger. We're almost ready to go here. If you are tuning in on YouTube, make sure you make it over to Twitch. Lots of fun live events coming up. You're missing out. Twitch is the place to be. Despite the $25 million lawsuit against Twitch.tv for a man who masturbated too often and experienced chafing on his penis. And it is due to how available female streamers are. And so he is suing Twitch for 25 million bucks. What do we think of that? This isn't bad. We've only dilly-dallied for like 8 minutes here at the top. Normally we dilly-dally for about 5. But this is a test show. Actually, 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, we do a good 5 to 10 minutes up top here. We're right on pace here. Complete proper cadence. There's too many positive things going on in my life to really going on at once. New job is great. Probably going to get promoted again before the end of the year. Just keep it moving. I'm loving North Carolina. Probably going to stay here for a long time. Loving my new house. My animals are loving it. Got a big fenced-in yard for them to romp around in. I'm loving it. Been sitting out on my deck a lot. Can't wait to get back into doing the show. Lots of good shit planned there. Everything is great. Hopefully, things are going good for you as well. Now I picked up a Pixel 4, so the camera is insane. And I went ahead and did like an unlimited data plan. So we can kind of expand on some ideas I've wanted to do for a while, doing some streaming IRL. Even if it's just something basic like, I don't know, target shooting with a BB gun in the backyard or something. Since I can't shoot a real gun in city limits. Or like, going out to the actual range. All types of wild ass ideas are available now that I have unlimited data and a good camera on my phone. Good shit in the works, man. Ahab says, my animals don't need a yard. Fish gang. What if the water is your animal's yard? Did you ever think about that one? And thanks for the congrats. I did work my ass off for this promotion, but it's definitely paid off. It's worth it. And hell yeah, everything's awesome. Literally everything's good. It's crazy. The pandemic's kind of a bummer. So it is very weird to have my life be going so well while there are literally riots and plague. But I mean, you know, that's how Ragnarok be. People that are just here for S.T.A.L.K.E.R are like, the fuck is this guy going on about? You'll understand it eventually, guys. Alright, let's see if everything is operational. Let's test it out a little bit. I know my lighting is probably a little fuckayaro. Wait till it gets dark, you guys will see the full lighting. Hey, so despite the cavernousness of my new lair, you guys don't even know there's gonna be a desk here. So I have like a whole U-shaped situation. My new house is fucking awesome, dude. Anyway, aside from the cavernousness, is the balance okay? Let me know. Anyway, I wanted to test this. That'll do. Alright, so that works. We'll use that for the subathon. Okay. Now, let's see how this works. I'm a little bit into Call of Pripyat here, maybe about halfway, but I'll be starting a fresh run for Season 1 of the O Show coming up for the subathon. The inaugural Season 1 O Show coming up here in July. This is only a test. Does the reverb make me sound wealthy, Itchy? Does I sound rich? Ahab says big mansion audio. That's what I'm saying. I mean, people, this is an effect people enable on their sound card. You know what I mean? I actually have, like, my house. Oh yeah, I got one of these. Now this is like the cheaper brand because I was like, I'm not going to pay $400 for a chair. But I did a ton of research, and these are nice. Ahab says, how long has it been since the first Shadow of Chernobyl stream? Dude, it all comes full circle. I'm personally hype about season 1 of the OSHA, particularly because those of you who've watched for years, like, will be like, season 1? I'm like, yeah. Like, everything before that was research and development. That was all R&D, and now here we are with the real OSHA coming up here in July. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is amazing. This is the first time I've played through Call of Pripyat, but I'm not gonna finish this run. I'll start a new run for season 1 of the OSHA. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is amazing. It's super underrated. I could go on and on. I remember when it came out, it scared the fuck out of me. It still scares the fuck out of me sometimes. Ahab says, when is the OSHA Space Station 13 gameplay? Now that is a cool game. What up, Unwary? Thank you for tuning in. Unwary is here for the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Unwary doesn't know who the fuck I am. Yet. Cheeky breaky. Marked one. I remember when Shadow of Chernobyl came out. Kind of blew my mind at the time. I remember reading about it in PC Gamer and being like, holy shit. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully the audio is balanced okay. I like that the rain is loud and shit, but you know, the ambiance. But I want you to be able to hear me too. But I think we're good based on my array of technology over here. Just let me know. And this is blind. I should have put that as a tag. I'll do that for the actual show. I'm blind as a bat here, but I'm not like a backseat gaming hater, so feel free to... I trust you guys to know the difference between like a spoiler and like a good tip, you know? We're adults here. I trust you. Don't abuse the trust. But we can trust you for now. Unwary, I'm a little bit of a vanilla guy recently in my old age. I've been kind of enjoying checking out what games are like in their vanilla phase. Now, trust me, I've modded, you know, all the anime titties into my Elder Scrolls games and my realistic pubic hair into Fallout 4, but recently I've been liking to see the way the devs kind of wanted the game, but I do have a caveat to that. I do like what I would refer to as Vanilla Plus, which is try to experience the vanilla intent, but you do, you know, quality of life or graphical improvements. Can check out my gear for a second if you're curious. I'll like I mentioned, I'll be fucking around a lot during the show today because we are just kind of testing it out here, making sure everything works. Like, my internet seems solid right now, but I know that these things can be deceptive, so we're gonna go for a few hours just to make sure everything works okay in my new house. But so far so good. Unwary says, but anyway, hopefully that explains the vanilla thing. The plan here is to play S.T.A.L.K.E.R all the way through season 1, which is July, August, and September. And so I'll do a Call of Pripyat playthrough, and then I'll play Anomaly. And then we'll also be doing my Advanced Dungeons and Dragons campaign. 1989 style Dungeons and Dragons. Reality, what's good? Thank you for letting me know about the audio. The feedback I'm getting from you guys is that in my new house, it's a lot bigger, so it makes sense. It's kind of cavernous. So I actually think I have a big enough room in here that I'll need to pick up some foam, because it has a hardwood floor too. So yeah, I'm sure it has a lot of flutter. So I'll get some foam set up in here. Sounds like aside from that though, the balance and everything is still good to go. Just need to reduce the flutter. Ahab, I have read Roadside Picnic. If you don't know what that is, it's the I'm gonna actually pausing it. The sci-fi novel that S.T.A.L.K.E.R is based on, and then there's also a S.T.A.L.K.E.R film. I think it's 1979. Both of them, so it's each the novel, obviously the original, but then the movie and even the games are each kind of like similar but different interpretations of the same lore. It's kind of like how you got Fallout 1, and then Fallout 2 is like kind of like Fallout 1, but it kind of goes its own way, and then Fallout 3 and even 4 and beyond, you know, it's Fallout but it goes its own way. That's kind of how the movie is compared to the books, compared to the games. But Unwary kind of nailed it there. It's a open world survival RPG shooter that has AI wandering around, and it's horror as well. Very unique, very cool. The lore is that basically there was the Chernobyl meltdown, And it created this crazy ass zone where like the physics of reality are altered. There's horrible, terrifying mutants. There are these almost magical artifacts created that different like military factions are trying to get their hands on. The folks who go into the zone themselves, you know, they go crazy. They're sterile. They're fucking radiated. It's grim as shit. There's different factions, almost like a Fallout New Vegas style faction system where you can wear their armor and shit. Very fucking cool. If you've never fucked with the S.T.A.L.K.E.R series before, can't recommend it enough. I'm a big Shadow of Chernobyl fan. So, I mean, I would say doing Shadow of Chernobyl complete, not a bad place to start. But so far in like Call of Pripyat, it is more like a game. More fleshed out.
The entrance to the underpass is here. If we activate the generator, we'll be able to open the transportation lock.
God, I look good. My character is sexy. So if you are an old school Osho fan, or you know, even back when I did the Something Awful videos, now is the good time, man. I'm in a very like settled, nice place in life where I have tons of time off and a really good job that definitely pays the bills. So like beyond pays the bills. Like I'm very lucky right now. So like due to the fact I only have to work 3 nights a week, I have a lot of time to do my extracurricular activities. So I'll be going deep on the show. Season 1 coming up July. If you haven't tuned in a while, now is the good time. You're definitely going to be getting your $5 a month if you choose to chip in. And there are a ton of different like levels and stuff on the O show, all fleshed out. Whether you want to chip in $1 or a Twitch subscription or whatever, it's all right there for you. The best way to support is tuning in, hanging out, contributing. But I do love doing the show, and the more I can make it into a thing, the better. I'm trying to... Is it like worth it to go over here? I'm scared. Oh damn, yeah, so Reality hasn't tuned in for a while. So I transitioned, because like basically I kind of like uprooted my life and moved back from the West Coast back to the South. Quit the moving company. I got a job at Amazon, and I've worked my way like pretty high up in the company. And I'm continuing to like promote pretty quickly because I'm really good at it. Not to jag myself off too much. So now I'm living in North Carolina, launching a brand new site for Amazon, and got like cool shit down the road too. But I'm loving North Carolina. I've lived several different places in the US. All have their ups and downs, but I've always thought like, man, I like the South, but I like the beach. North Carolina is probably the move, and so far it is turning out that way. Even though we are like leading the way in COVID-19 cases, you know, don't worry about that. Should I stream in a mask to show solidarity? Like, are you guys silently judging me because I'm not wearing a mask in my own home? Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is only a test. This is not the real O show. The real O show begins in July. Season 1. All the information's right on the page. Just take a look. Got great things coming up. Season 1 of the O show. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Call of Pripyat complete. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Anomaly. 1989 style Dungeons and Dragons campaign. That's just season 1. July, August, September. Don't even get me started about season 2. Haven't fully fleshed it out, but Cyberpunk 2077 does come out right in the middle. November. It comes out, unfortunately, on a Thursday. I want to say the 17th, but I am THC enhanced, so I might be remembering wrong. But if it comes out according to plan, it's a Thursday. I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, meaning won't be able to really get in on the launch shenanigans unless I take off work, which is definitely possible. But if I did that, I'd probably rather take off Saturday. So basically, it comes out Thursday. I missed the launch festivities, but then I work Friday night, take a nap Saturday, get up, and then go in. Oh boy. So it'd be like a Saturday session. I don't know what you guys think about that. My thoughts on it is, if I'm streaming during the initial fucking circle jerk, there's gonna be so many motherfuckers. It's like, good luck, right? You'll need it. Smash TV, one of the greatest games of all time. If you're a whippersnapper who doesn't know it. However, if I stream like that Saturday, I'm out of the circle jerk of the initial launch, but I still get those adults who had to work and now they're off on Saturday and they're looking for some adult content, which I'll be providing. So that's probably the strategy on it. Ow. Was that like psionic ouchie, or what type of ouchie was it in me? I don't even know. Oh, that's right. These guys are shocky. I remember now, I'm wary. See, that's a perfect look. We were talking about earlier how on my channel I'm cool backseat gaming because I trust you guys as adults to know the difference between a spoiler and being a little prick. That was perfect. You let me hit it, and then I was like, man, what was that? You're like, ha ha ha. Perfect right there. That's what I'm talking about. But, you know, if you're learning about the lore, like reality is, the zone mutation has caused this moss to be electric if you touch it. Feel me? We are playing on Master, unwary. I always play games on the hardest difficulty. Unless, like, my one caveat to that, you know, some games have a hardest difficulty that's like...
for the Pripyat 1 underpass. This is proof that there is an underground way to get to Pripyat.
I think to be honest, in S.T.A.L.K.E.R, all the difficulty setting does is set how hard bullets hit, I think. That's an allegedly. I can't substantiate that in a court of law. So I'm not gonna spoiler for the playthrough coming up. I'm just gonna say this section right here. All I'm gonna say is these little fuckers, bro. Hold on, did I hear my kitty? Hang on a second. Oh, you know, I can hear the flutter. Alright, that is probably pretty bad. I'll get some foam. I can't guarantee how quick it'll get here with society collapsing with the plague, but yeah, I hear the flutter, guys. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize how cavernous my new house was. Wary says Call of Pripyat does it fairly, so you kill things fast too. Yeah, that is definitely true. From what I've played of Anomaly, it can be pretty gnarly. I haven't fucked with Misery. I think the only mods I've done have been, I mean, obviously I'm using kind of a mod to make my FOV a little more reasonable. I get why they did it though. I mean, back in the day when this game came out, it was a computer melter. So that FOV like made the game actually run on my Pentium MMX. I get it. I get it. But now with my 2070 Pentium MMX, I actually have this shit like maxed out, streaming it all off the card. Everything is happy. Love S.T.A.L.K.E.R, guys. That's one of the things I wanted to focus on this first hour. How fucking amazing the S.T.A.L.K.E.R lore is. If you've never played the games, check them out. I'd recommend to kind of dip your toes in, play Shadow of Chernobyl or Call of Pripyat. I'd recommend Master Mode, even your first playthrough. You got it. Maybe set up a mod, like one of the complete mods, but I wouldn't go ham. I would just do the normal game. And then if you dig that, there's a lot more you can do. And then if you're poor, you can do Anomaly for free. It's all on ModDB. You actually just download it. And the cool thing about Anomaly is, so this is a 32-bit engine. So it suffers from a lot of the issues you get when you're playing like an Elder Scrolls game with mods and shit. And by that I mean so by the way, I'm warning you, we're about to go very deep into the woods of nerd. So prepare your bodies. This dog is just like, leave me alone. Okay. I'm sorry, bud. Go do your thing. So this engine right here, X-Ray, is 32-bit that we're playing on right now. I do have it, you know, hacked up to give me better FOV and 3 gigabytes of RAM. And it's easy to do. You don't have to do anything crazy. There's downloadable shit. But still, that's all you can really do. Anomaly creates actually a 64-bit version of this engine. So it runs like way better. I don't remember how I got through here, so we'll be wandering around a little bit. But I'm kind of just fucking because I want to mostly just test the stream. This is only a test. The OSHA Season 1 does not come out until July. Yes, Anomaly will run by far. Itchy says he runs better for him than Vanilla. By far, Anomaly will run way better than any other actual Stalker game. As it is, as it is. Oh my god, I have to pay. What if it was scripted, so if you jump the turnstile, a bloodsucker comes out and tries to kill you? How sweet would that be? Oh, I'm trapped forever. This is the punishment for theft in the Stalker verse. You become trapped for eternity inside of here. JK. When I go back to base, I think I'm gonna fuck around with this little Sig boy here. Hey, Ahab, you watch, I'll just say Seth. Man, and fucking postmodern YouTube names. I could never, I have no idea how to say anyone's name half the time. So yeah, we'll go with Seth. Great YouTuber. You should drop the link to his channel. Discovered him recently. Been watching him a ton. Great guy to tune into. I don't know, when I say great guy, I mean in this age of pedophilia, left and right, who knows what this guy is up to in his day-to-day? Great content. That's all. Great content. God only knows what he's doing behind the scenes. Or anybody. Even myself. God only knows. Awesome YouTuber. Did he release a S.T.A.L.K.E.R video recently? Well, that's cool. I'll ride the hype wave a little bit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, you can make the game look even better than this. Anomaly looks amazing, but it still looks pretty cool. One little like RPG aspect that I find neat in Stalkers, you often wind up with two sets of armor. You've got like your combat armor, and so this has more armor to it. It's got night vision, shit like that. Or I have like my anomaly set, which is less armor, but it protects me a lot more thoroughly from anomalies, which are like, if you don't know the lore, they're like just weird, distorted areas of reality in the zone that can have different effects. Like it might be a field that when you walk through it, it electrocutes you, or it might be moss that touches you and electrocutes you. It might set you on fire. It might be an area that you walk through and it launches you 100 feet into the air and then you explode. Which is a real one, and you can see like if that was there, you know, the dogs would like run into it and then so there's like a RPG element to the fact that you have a set that you wear depending on what you're doing. Same thing, there are artifacts that these anomalies create. You can find them. It's kind of a spooky process. They have different effects. Like this jellyfish artifact, if I equip it, it reduces my radiation. Or this one reduces my radiation. This one makes me more protected against psychic attacks. Some of the coolest ones reduce the weight you're carrying. They're like a little anti-gravity field. But you'll notice like my tactical armor here, I don't have any artifact slots, but my anomaly armor you do. So it's kind of another trade-off. Really cool RPG elements in a shooter. So another thing that I love just as much as S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and kind of why it's going to be featured on in season 1 of the O show, is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 1989 style. I'm hyped to stream it for you guys because I bet a lot of you have never seen it. It's basically Stranger Things D&D.
В общем, выкладывай.
A lot of the stalkers I talked to mentioned this UFO. I pray that it's a thing. Even in the vanilla game, it's cool how you can interact with the stalker AI. You can ask him to take you places. You can trade with pretty much anybody. He's part of the Freedom faction. I'll go ahead and describe them as zone hippies. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons was, in my opinion, 2nd edition, the best D&D. It the basic D&D that came out in like the 70s, just a little too basic in my opinion. The later versions of D&D, a little too simplified and like, just like, I don't know. I usually describe it as anime. That makes any sense. Like, and by that I really do mean like non-Western fantasy. Like it kind of turned into this like, I don't know how to describe it. Like kitchen sink. To be like, hey, we got everything, which is like, it's good to have lots of supplements, but it's hard to. The middle ground is like AD&D has Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 1989 style, has tons of detail, all the cool shit you can do in that direction, while still having the original like hardcore, brutal, almost Dark Souls inspiring mechanics, and just like. It's really good. You guys will see. You're going to enjoy the campaign. The Twilight of Iron. Ahab is asked if I'm going to DM. Of course, I'm always the DM. It's going to be my own custom written campaign. But I'll be writing my modules in that old school style, so you can... Basically, it's going to be like this. When you tune into those episodes of the O Show, coming up Season 1, July... it's gonna be like you are tuning in to a time machine. It's 1989. We just got the new D&D adventure that came out. Our mom took us to get it, and then we're gonna be playing it. But it's gonna be a really grim, dark fantasy game. But it's gonna be good. It'll be set in Mystara, which is the original D&D setting. A lot of people don't even know what the fuck it is, so that's gonna be awesome. Sounds like they're having a good time up there. Really looking forward to that. All right, it's been an hour, so we are just test streaming here. But let me do this. We're gonna do a little stretch break. I'm gonna check on my animals real quick, and then we'll keep it going a little bit. I'll probably do this test show for about, I don't know, 3 hours or so. So if you're looking for something to tune into, hang out. This will be a quick one. Get up, move around, stretch, check on your critters, grab some water, grab a beverage, whatever you need. It is the O Show. This is only a test. Season 1 coming up. July, August, September. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Call of Pripyat complete. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Anomaly. The Twilight of Iron 1989 Advanced Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Make sure you're following. This is just a test. Back in a bit. What is good? Thank you for your patience. I hope you took care of yourself during that intermission a little bit longer than I anticipated, but you looked like you needed a break from the incredible mastery that is the Osho. Glad you guys are here. Now this is just a test. This is not an official Osho. Osho season 1 begins in July, August, September. Does a worm have a nose? Thank you, Song. Before we go deeper, I do want to explain something to you who are potentially just here for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You're unaware of the incredible experience that is the Osho. It is all well crafted over years of fine tuning. I, in fact, was the first person to ever upload a video game video to the internet back in 1996. So what we have here, we have unique, fun things that happen for every different type of support you can give. We have an experience point system. You're earning experience points right now and you didn't even realize. You can do lots of fun things with those experience points, detailed on the Twitch page. The channel points accumulate. You can do fun things with those as well. Everything is thought out, interconnected. Glad you guys are here. I'm noticing some of you resubscribing. That's very good. We got a little cooking show available for unlocking potentially at 35 sub points. So glad to see you guys resubscribing. The show is back. Couple month hiatus. Had to move, had to serve on a short-term assignment at work with my promotion. And part of that was I used the time as well, the downtime, to figure out exactly, finalize how I want to do everything. So season 1 begins. The actual beginning of the Osho, years in development. It's just like a good game. It takes years to develop properly. The original couchlings. Ahab asks, is it still a couch? The infinite couch, yes, that is where you exist while you watch the Osho, of course. Look at your fucking subscription badge, yeah. Ahab says, first channel I subscribe to, of course. It does take a lot of people's virginity. They watch a Twitch, and then they go, this guy's worth $5 a month, easily. Or your Twitch Prime, here. So, you're not wrong. But it is the infinite couch. You are currently relaxing on it. I think Lego has the longest possible subscription to the Osho, as well as being the chief moderator. So if you could all salute Lego as he makes his way past you to his... There's a throne seat on the infinite couch. It belongs to Lego. Look at the badge collection. Look at it. Look at everything over there. Utilizing the best emotes available on Twitch.tv as well, I will add. I mean, we have mini games built into the show. If you're watching on YouTube, you really need to tune into the live edition. Ahab says Wiki had the throne back in the day. Yeah, that was when I had my my gay boy fan club. Those were the days. We're kind of doing a lighting test here as well. I kind of like it. Actually, this is something I literally thought about. So, you know, I could do crazy lights here. But I actually like that my face is partially lit by what's happening on the screen because it's like more immersional, I feel like. Okay. I like goldfish a lot. I'm gonna hang on to that. And I'm gonna hang on to some radiation reduction ones. We'll sell the stone flower just so I'm not completely broke. I'll keep the Gravi too. Who needs money, right? Am I gonna switch guns? I might have to sell more artifacts. You know, you can always grind for artifacts. So I'm gonna keep the Gravi and the goldfish and sell these so I have money to upgrade my SIG. Yes. Will this fit on the SIG? That I don't know. Not right now, but okay. Sounds like a hoot.
Вот такое, знает кто? Встречает сталкер своего старого друга, а тут
It's also got some lore items for me, I believe. Ahab says, I've only played these games vanilla. Well, this is kind of like vanilla plus, so to speak.
Пересеклись как-то возле кордона сталкер и вояка. Сталкер-солдат. Куда чешешь? Ты чё, мужик? Охренел? Это ж военная тайна. Эй, не кричи, ну не знал. А чё несёшь-то такое тяжелое? Весь вспотел. Да, блин, вспотеешь тут. Патроны эти бронебойные на склад.
Can you not attach a scope to the SIG? Ugh.
See you around.
Itchy says, Nitro here looks like if Putin was a stalker. Oh shit, Itchy. I had subconsciously made that connection, but bro. You're 100% right. The president of the Federation of Russia. And then that meme of all the math, and I'm doing like the timeline in my head, like, wait, 1986, Chernobyl, Vladimir Putin, age, oh shit, it's matching up, guys. The zone keeps him young. My god. Guys, we have a lot of great things coming up on the O Show in Season 1 starting up in July. We're going to start off the first O Show in Season 1 with the subathon. Do you guys chilling on the infinite couch know what a subathon is? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Come on over, bro.
Few rubles here. Let's grab a couple rubles here. Thank you. Does he just so happen to sell a suit? Okay. Little artifact farming and that'll be no problem. So I guess I'm not an idiot. I guess the SIG cannot attach a scope. Feel free to backseat game that. I'd like to use it, but if I can't attach a scope, I will stick with the trusty Abacan. Reality. Twitch Prime subscription is totally fine, but the advantage you have now is that your subscription will automatically update. Now this thing doesn't seem like it's updating. I don't know if it has lag time or what. This we might have to fix. In fact, I mean, so the point of this is technical. So let's take a look real quick. Why is that broken? This is only a test. Relax. This is expected. I put this in the advertisement. Let's see why that might not be updating. Because, yeah, we should be at 7 sub points right now. So unless it has like lag time, we have some gremlins afoot here. I think I have to set it to include reset. Is that the way it works? Let's try this. We'll go ahead and start it over. This is only a test. Doesn't that sound like if you look at the room that I'm in and that sound, it sounds like I'm hacking. Which I am. I have a crazy thing on my stream where if you can see my camera, I can actually see yours. So, by the way, the loot bag there, that is, so, you know, this is a high IQ thing. I don't really label exactly what these are. You can kind of figure it out, you know, as things happen. But if you tip, we can make sure all this is working, and we can fill in something in that blank space, which is autistically triggering me. So I'm just pointing that out. Okay. So we'll start it. And then that's turned on. Everything should be cool. Now, look, okay, oh, that's cool. So now, if you subscribe, we can test that as well. Yes. Okay, anyway. Hopefully that will be unfucked now. We'll find out. Itchy says there's a special variant of the rifle that uses a scope in this game. Alright. So in that case, take that. So to buy that bodysuit, I'm gonna have to do some artifact hunting. Know that for sure. Look at that little cutie. Also have a quest to find 3 of these Velas detectors and turn them in. I'm getting low on anti-radiation drugs. I do have some of the best anti-radiation drug of all. Vodka. Try not to carry too much shit around with me. I do like having a sleeping bag though, so I can sleep anywhere.
Ты не прав. Самые ленивые — это торговцы. Я вот знаю одного. Он специально пораньше встает, чтобы подольше ни хрена не делать. Пожрать бы чего хорошего. Ведь нет.
I'm kind of railroaded as to what I can do here. Basically just like get money. But doing artifact hunts can be kind of fun. Lego, appreciate it. See, everything has its own little thing, alright? Look at this. Got a little tickle in. Everything has its own little thing. You just have to discover it yourself. I want to talk to some dudes, cause like I would like to. I actually kind of like duty. So there's freedom and duty. Freedom or hippies. Duty says we should wipe the zone off the map. It's evil. I kind of find myself leaning that way.
What's your business here?
But I don't know what I'm supposed to do to be able to actually like be on their team. Oh, I can give them the documents? Hell yeah. Maybe it'll make them like me more. This could be a horrible mistake. I like it. Role playing. Will I vouch for the monolith guys? Sure. Doesn't trust me yet? Okay. Yo, Ahab, very generous, bro. Thank you so much. See, did you hear the friendly British guy? Everything has a little thing.
That's us. Have a good one.
Thanks, brother. Really appreciate that. Thanks for chipping in. Should update here momentarily. This one does have a little bit of lag to it, but let's make sure it's working. Oh yeah, let's do this real quick too. This is only a test, so I want to make sure that I like how the sub timer looks, actually, or the subathon timer looks actually over the overlay, and this is not a sneaky way to actually promote the subathon. That would be underhanded and skullduggery. And that's not the sort of operation we run over here. Oh, look, it updated. Oh, see now. Again, there's so many little things in the O show. You really have to be a long time viewer, couchling, relaxing on the infinite couch to get it all. He's going for a hat trick here. You know, you'll see it momentarily. Let me check this timer. Is this working? Okay. It even actually is updating from your subscriptions right now. Oh, look. And this updated. Did you see? I think we got everything working. This is only a test. Perfect. Do I like how that looks? Let me jump into the game and see. And feel free to hit me. The quality feedback I've gotten for you guys on the test so far tonight is that everything looks and sounds good except for the flutter I get because I'm so well off and my room is so big now, which I can fix with some animal carcasses kind of nailed up on the walls to absorb some of the sound. But we got the cooking show if we hit 35 sub points coming up. We got the subathon kicking off season 1 of the O show here coming up in July. We have season 1 itself. Okay. Yeah, I think I like how that looks. So during this next bit, let's talk a little bit about the future here too, right? So let's take a big stalker nap too. Let's take a big stalker nap.
How goes the hunt?
Some good stalker sleep. I miss the crazy ass dreams you have in Shadow of Chernobyl. Hungry boy. Let's eat out of the box. Let's eat out the box. Ladies. Reality, peace. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Don't be a stranger. We're gonna have lots of O shows coming up. I will probably do one more test session before the subathon that kicks it off, but I'll, you know, it's in Twitter, it's in Discord. There's no fucking excuse. Ahab with the hat trick, looking very handsome there. Really appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit about the future. Let's talk about Season 2. Now, Season 2 is going to be, so Season 1, July, August, September. S.T.A.L.K.E.R Call of Pripyat, S.T.A.L.K.E.R Anomaly, 1989 style Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, so Season 2. October, November, December, right? Final season of the year, Season 2. Cyberpunk 2077 comes out in November so far. I will be going so deep on that game. So when that comes out, that's what I'm playing. Definitely looking forward to that. I could go on and on. We got some infighting here. I like it. Love Cyberpunk 2077. Love the pen and paper role-playing game that it came from. Bet you didn't know that. Love Cyberpunk as a genre. Love CD Projekt. Love The Witcher. Love it all. I will be playing the absolute fucking shit out of that game. Capiche? So when that comes out, that's Season 2. But leading up to that, what do we got? What are we enjoying together? Season 2, leading up to the release of Cyberpunk 2077, theoretically in November. Oh yeah, I forgot. This guy's anti-Second Amendment. Ahab says Cyberpunk 2020, the now. Did I say 2020? Because it's correct. I meant it. The 1989 Dungeons and Dragons, that will continue from Season 1 into Season 2, assuredly. That thread will right through. S.T.A.L.K.E.R, that's going to be contained to Season 1, I think. But that is an option. Season 2, S.T.A.L.K.E.R continues until Cyberpunk. One option. What else do you have out there? One thing to consider in your... Now, if your brain is too smooth, you can't. But if you have enough folds, one thing to consider is the time, right? So I will be doing 3 to 4 shows a week. Let's call it 3. 3 shows a week guaranteed. That's 36 shows a season, okay? Some of those will be 1989 D&D shows, but probably only about 2 a month max. Each show about 3 to 5 hours, let's say. So that gives you a season, 36 times 3, 108. So about 108 hours of gameplay in a season, give or take. Call about 100. About 100, because there's D&D and stuff in there. About 100 hours in a season, right? So like Call of Pripyat is about a 30 to 40 hour game. So put that in your mind. A season's about 100 hours of gameplay. So like Cyberpunk's going to be about halfway. So we're looking at about a 50 hour space to fill. What do we got for 50 hours? Ahab says, doesn't the pen and paper Cyberpunk game have furries? Every pen and paper game has furries. He says, I started watching the O show when I was 17. I'm 24. Let's say you started watching when you're 18, Ahab. Okay? In light of Chris D'Elia and all these other animals out here, you started watching when you were 18, right? I'm glad to hear that. He goes, I think I was 18 actually. Of course you were.
What's up?
That was the most awkward, ominous. Whew. I thought something bad was about to happen to me there. Ahab says, I began watching the O show when I was 4 months old. Alright, I'll take that. That's okay. If you go as a sperm cell, if you go young enough, you're safe. The O show was on while you were conceived. That we see that it comes back around to funny if you go low enough. If you go multicellular plasmoid, then it's funny. Add a couple years, it's not funny. But then if you go far enough, it becomes funny again. You see? It's called horseshoe theory. Ahab mentioned some grams earlier, and I don't think he's talking about ground beef. So I'm going to have a little gram here myself. I see you guys have like completely no feedback or suggestions for what I should feel the first 50 hours of season 2 with before Cyberpunk comes out. As expected, why would you? What you're really saying is you trust me and my superior IQ to actually select the perfect, so that's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, Lego did, though. Let me give Lego props. He had one. He said Destiny 2 has something come out September. Okay, that's pretty good timing. Tell me more. I only played vanilla Destiny 2 on PC. But I'm definitely not opposed to getting back into it. I had a good time. Sell me on it some more here, Legonymous Hog. Sell me on it a little bit there, bub. Can I get some feedback on the lighting, by the way? Do you guys like how I have it fade between colors? Would you prefer a single color? I've thought about adding an experience point command where you can pick the lighting setup. Chug it. Ahab, you're the only one capable of typing right now. That's another thing I assume, by the way. And if I assume it, it's reality. So I assume that if you're not typing in my chat, which is very engaging and high IQ, that you are so faded right now that you literally can't even type. Like you literally right now have probably a $260 keyboard in front of you, and it's glowing 11 different colors. I know, I have one, and you're not even touching it. You're not even using it. That's how faded you are. And that's fine. You know, I can actually respect that. You're like this guy. You're 3/5 of vodka. In right now. And that's the baseline. That's just the. We're not even talking about your shmee. I tried to kill Noah, by the way. It's really hard. But he pissed me off, and I tried to kill him. Oh, I like this. I helped this guy out. Maybe give him a chance. And the military guys. I like that. Ahab says I haven't finished my first bowl of cereal. Man, I usually now here I've been craving rolling up some cereal in a tobacco leaf. Recently. I need to do that soon. Sit on my deck and just swoop. But right now I'm doing some snappers out of a vase. I'm a big snapper guy. It's greens all the way through. Your salad. I switched to salad. We're doing bowls of salad over here. It keeps the lettuce green completely as you eat the entire salad into your lungs. I like this. Just get litty, forgetty. Oh no. Please have your pants on when you wake up, marked one.
Okay, it's a deal. We'll go together. Whatever fighters you see, send them my way and I'll make a team out of them. Once everything is ready, give me a shout. We'll pick up Nitro and head for Jupiter.
Like how the fuck do I get the suits? I guess I just gotta talk to people. And they'll vomit lore into my mouth. Cool with that. I wish I could go talk to the Monolith squad and just take them with me to Pripyat. You know? Ahab says Arma 3 is on sale and Arma 3 is now mine. We got any couchlings who fucked with Arma 3? I used to fuck with Arma 3 heavily. In fact, if you are wise enough to go to the O Show YouTube page or just my Twitch clips, I believe there's an amazing Arma 3 clip of some squad gameplay with you illustrious couchlings, and I shoot the pilot of a little bird out of the cockpit with a machine gun from the ground. If you can believe it. These are going to be conveniently some upgraded suits here in these stash-i. I can feel it. But this is just a test. I'm kind of just trying to fuck around and make sure my internet's cool and everything's running well. We are wireless right now. Which I thought would be an issue, but it's not. Cyberpunk, very excited about it. Now I'll tell you this, I want to make a melee hacking character in Cyberpunk, but I think that's not really a good first playthrough character, if that makes any sense. I think a good first playthrough character for Cyberpunk is going to be guns for sure, and probably hacking. So I'm going to do some sort of gun hacking build as my first build in Cyberpunk, and then once I know the game a little better, I'm going to do a sneaky melee hacking build. My gun's a little fucked up. I need to repair that before I head out.
Hey, it's Trapper. I just had a hunter here who saw a chimera last night. Judging by the description, it's the same one we're after. Come see me if you can. It's important.
Alright, Lego got me some info about Destiny. So it's a standard expansion pack. So be real with me, Lego here. What do you feel like I could really get done in 50 hours of gameplay on that? If you want to keep it 100 with me. Well, I suck. If you have not put 2 and 2 together, these are zombies. And yeah, for those of you who might not know S.T.A.L.K.E.R very well, here's a guy. Lego says the regular stuff in Destiny's go through the story. Do weeklies, dailies, every week and day. So here we go. First question would be, we got about 50 hours to play with. Would that be enough time to get through the story? And then remember also kind of to catch up my character. And then would 50 hours be enough to play through the story and also get a chance to check out like some of the actual content, you know? What do you think? Now, while Lego's getting back to me on that question, we are getting a little... Okay, so this is why I wanted to do like at least a 3-hour test here. We're getting a little internet hiccup, but then we're back. We're good. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That's acceptable. Alright, so it sounds like Lego is not super confident I could get the job done within 50 hours for Destiny. Still definitely something to consider though. So Destiny 2, not ruled out. Thank you for reminding me that that game existed. I did have a lot of fun when it first came out on PC. Good one, good shit. Uh-oh.
Slow down, Chief. Put that shooter away first.
Little bit more internet fluctuation here. This is only a test. We are 2 hours in. What I'm gonna do is repair my shit, and then we're gonna take an intermission. Go to Vladimir Putin himself here. Fix everything all the way up. If there is a repair all that I am missing, please tell me. It's all fixed up. And I'll actually drop off my excess shit.
Это от нервного напряжения, а это от депрессии.
I'm keeping these in case the scientists have missions for these types of detectors as well. But if they don't, feel free to tell my stupid ass and I'll sell them. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and give it a client restart here too. Beautiful. Itchy says they don't. Well, aren't you at least proud that I like thought about that? Aren't you proud of me as a gamer? An epic big brain gamer. It is the O show. This is only a test. It's a test edition of the technology in my new house. We've been going at it 2 hours here. Appreciate everybody hanging out. We've covered a lot so far tonight. The O Show season 1 will be beginning in July. Don't worry, we got about another hour here. Be doing S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Call of Pripyat, S.T.A.L.K.E.R Anomaly. We'll be doing a 1989 style Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Make sure you're following. Don't want to miss it. We can unlock a cooking O show, probably a grilling O show at 35 sub points. So big ups to everyone who has resubscribed or subscribed tonight. Appreciate it. Thanks for the tips, Ahab. Appreciate all that so far. We are just taking a break. So get up, move around, take care of yourself. Get some water, get some fresh air. We do have a subathon coming up. The first O show of season 1 will be a subathon. You know what a subathon is, right? You understand what I'm saying here? Here in the third hour, we'll chill back and bullshit a little bit more. This is just a test, making sure all the technology is working. Everything is good to go. The only critical feedback I've gotten so far is we need to get some foam in here to soak up some of the flutter in my cavernous mansion that I live in. So that's fine. We can do that. For real though, appreciate everybody hanging out, tuning in. That is the best way to support. Ahab says, I don't know what a subathon is. Well, that's your homework, is find out before I get back on the intermission, or you are in big trouble, mister. The other thing to think about during the intermission, season 2. Season 1, July, August, September. Season 2, October, November, December. Cyberpunk comes out November. Definitely jumping on that. But we got about 50 hours to fill at the beginning of season 2. What's it going to be? Lego suggested Destiny 2. I'm considering it. Ahab mentioned Sea of Thieves. Potentially. What can I get done in 50 hours of Sea of Thieves? That's the question. How long is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? That could be a contender. Or playing through Tyranny. Will tyranny fit in 50 hours? Look these things up during the intermission. I expect answers when I get back. Be back in just a bit. Thanks for your patience. Thanks again for tuning in. I think we're back. The test. has gone pretty successfully. The internet seems to be in good shape. Quality seems good. We'll get the foam set up now that I live in a cavernous mansion. Glad you guys are here. Thanks for your support so far. Osho Season 1 coming in July. Might do another test show before then. We'll see. We were discussing we know what's in season 1 of the Osho. It's 1989 Dungeons and Dragons. It's Stalker, Call of Pripyat, Stalker Anomaly. We know what's in season 1. Season 2 we know is Cyberpunk. What's in that 50-hour little in between? I'll figure something out. Could be Tyranny, Knights of the Old Republic. A lot of things in that little 50-hour window. Destiny 2. I'll figure out something good. But if you have any suggestions, requests, desires, let me know. Could be more Stalker. Just do Stalker until Cyberpunk comes out. Ahab says Kenshi is a time killer, but it's super niche. Well, actually, we're not really looking for a time killer. 50 hours is not very long as far as gaming. But here, I'll teach you this real quick. Little resource here. How long to beat and then you go like Knights of the Old Republic. So that could fit right in that little gap, you know? Bada boom. Or what is that other Star Wars game? Fallen Order? Yep. Boom. That could fit in there nicely with other shit together. Or Tyranny. Ooh, perfect. Fit in there perfectly. So that's kind of what I'm thinking as far as that gap. A little bit. Something along those lines. So in this last hour, one of the things we're going to talk about is the old movie / TV / good YouTubers / book / music discussion. We touched on the YouTube a little bit earlier, talking about Seth. There's a couple other ones I've been going deep on too. If you like game and art analysis, check out Thor High Heels is a good one. And especially for like Metal Gear, he did like a 10-part series. And then Never Knows Best is another good one. He does like full series retrospectives as well. Been going deep on those. Been watching tons of movies. Recently watched Django. Watched the original 1990s Mortal Kombat. Watched a couple random ones my girl suggested. Hotel Artemis and 7 Psychopaths. Finally watched Midsommar. If you like horror, Midsommar is amazing. It looks like they bravely died fighting a controller. Which, if you don't know Stalker lore, think about like Sloth from the Goonies and Professor Xavier combined together. That's kind of a controller. Ahab says controllers are scary. Everything in Stalker used to scare me, but I've played enough that I'm kind of desensitized. One thing I love about Call of Pripyat is there's a controller like 50 feet away from where you spawn in if you go inside of a cave. So you could theoretically load up Call of Pripyat the first time, walk forward, go into a cave, and encounter a controller immediately. Which I love.
Слушаю тебя.
Snake.
Ну, привет.
I'll show it off when we do our fresh playthrough for the actual OSHA. You think you're watching the OSHA, this isn't even it. That's the crazy part.
Hey! Bye!
Ну, привет. Я слушаю. Слушаю. Чего тебе?
Very well, come on over.
Hello. It's always nice to see a new face in our bunker.
He mentioned I'd have to use a higher level detector, but I guess it's up to me to get it. Or is that the location of the improved detector? I think I have to get it on my own. And then the other mission doesn't activate until I talk to these guys. That right? I'm gonna try to talk to this guy on the way out and see if he won't, but maybe he'll give me the detector.
Stalker, I must warn you that entering the bunker with a weapon is strictly prohibited. You hear me? Also your weapon.
Holy shit, my immersion. There's something about like the thunderstorms in Stalker that like 1,000,000% pull me into the game. It probably helps that they're loud as fuck, but they're like loud in a good way that makes sense instead of just like pointlessly loud. But wait, there's more. Just kind of cruising around. Here for the last hour of the show. We got about 30 minutes left. This is only a test, but usually the O show is going to be about 3 to 5 hours long. About 3 of those a week. Well worth your $5. Appreciate everybody hanging out during the test show. We got everything dialed in, tuned up. The only thing I gotta do is get a little bit of foam to absorb some of this flutter, and we'll be good to go. Really excited about our programming coming up. Season 1, July, August, September, Stalker, Call of Pripyat Complete, Master Mode, and Anomaly as well. We're doing 1989 style Dungeons and Dragons as well. The Twilight of Iron is what my campaign is called. It'll be set in the original D&D setting, Mystara, which you've probably never even heard of. So you'll definitely have a lot to look forward to there. Season 2, I know we're doing Cyberpunk right when it comes out, but it comes out right in the middle of Season 2. We've got about 50 hours of gameplay to fill at the beginning of Season 2, but I already have some ideas, so stay tuned on that. I love the meta that I've done like gaming videos and streams for years, but we're just now starting Season 1 coming up. I like it. Ahab, thanks again for all the generosity. Everybody else who's chipped in so far. We do have a couple special events in Season 1. We could unlock at 35 sub points a cooking O show. Test out the nice camera on my Pixel. Do a little bit of grilling, a little bit of chilling, and potentially, if you play your cards right, a little bit of killing right on camera. As well, we'll be doing a subathon to kick off Season 1. Now, if you don't know what a subathon is, it is a thon where each sub extends the length of the thon, right? So I'll have like a base length of the show, and then each sub, actually any form of support, so bits, tips, subs, all that will increase the duration of the show. What I'm confused about is this zombie that's just hanging out. And I'm really curious. I somehow know his name from here. Fucking big brain plays. I don't remember if I said it this way, but there is an aspect to the lore where there are emissions, which are like zone quakes. And you can set it so the emissions turn the NPCs that are caught out in them into zombies. So these were once stalkers or military or whatever. Oh, someone down there is shooting at them. I'm sure that's just a basic ass rifle, but it sounds pretty good. I want to figure out what it is. Oh, I think he's shooting the 5.56 rifle that I already have. I'll let him die though, and we'll find out. I think that's a duty guy. Uh-oh. What has he got? Nah, it looks fancy as fuck. I want that gun. I'm gonna let him die. No, die. Die. Just die. I want his gun. Please die to that monster. Itchy says, I think it's a Groza, the rifle. I have no idea, but I like it. Is it bad? Did you just kill him with your knife? Holy shit. Alright. Let's follow this fucking rainbow guy here. This is some of the biggest fun in S.T.A.L.K.E.R. is the AI and the interactions. Especially when the game came out, it was mind-blowing. But Anomaly is really cool with the factions. You can kind of just watch stalkers do their thing. Itchy says it has a built-in grenade launcher. You know, I noticed that. I noticed that happening. So, like, what type of faction problem do I have if I kill this guy? Let's say he just happens to die due to me. Conceptually, of course. Do not. I just had a I was gonna say, don't let my lawyer get this his lawyer get this footage. And I had a vision of like one of these big fat mutants in a suit doing law. What type of trouble do I get if I kill this guy? Can I magically know his name? He's not showing up as like a... Oh, he is a star. So I think he's invulnerable, right? I want to say this guy's going to be invulnerable due to his being a star. Hello.
I can't talk right now.
Ну-ка. Время дорого. Рассказывай.
He's a captain.
А уж, снаряги, как на том бедуине.
He's a duty captain. He's Captain Duty. Well, I'd like to join duty if I can, so I'll just drool over his weapon from afar. I mean, speaking of Captain Duty, look at him. Are you, Are you... What are you doing?
Nah, I don't feel like talking.
Alright. Fine. I remember... I saw Ahab's comment, the lighting in this game is great, and it made me think of, I remember back in, I think this came out, what year did Shadow of Chernobyl come out? I think it came out 2004, right? Because if I remember correctly, it was my senior year of high schoolio. Oh, 2007, okay. So it was when I was in college, right? Yeah. Either way, I remember reading PC Gamer and seeing the pictures of the lighting in S.T.A.L.K.E.R and my mind being melted. Wait, is this a Duty Freedom showdown going on here? He has a suit that I want. That's probably what I'm remembering. Itchy is seeing it when I was in high school. Because I had, like, I don't really have any IRL friends that are, like, big gamers. But when I was in high school, I did. I remember talking to him about it a lot. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is great, man. So underrated. If you've never played it, check it out. Though I guarantee, I mean, if you're tuning in, you're tuning in because you know S.T.A.L.K.E.R or you know the O Show, the greatest broadcast on Twitch.tv. If you've enjoyed, this is only a test, a little 3-hour test of my new setup in my new house. Season 1 will be beginning in July. There might be a couple more sessions beforehand to test everything out, but Season 1 will begin July. We'll be doing a fresh Call of Pripyat character. Taking it from the top. Appreciate everybody who hung out, helped me test everything, get it all set up. Oh. Well, they are all going to die. That's a controller. It's a psychic mutant that also will beat the fuck out of you. Pretty chill guy. And these look like some bandits facing off. I think they reached an agreement. I think they settled the agreement. I guess I should have had more faith in the bandits. Holy fuck. They're like, we're done shooting, and the controller was like, okay. And the bandit was like, I'm fucking bandit. I like that. Underground? Or I'm just an idiot? Yeah, I'm just an idiot. This is a pretty cool rifle. I have used it. But I don't know. It's hard to top this. I like the scope. Once you modify it, it's really not bad. You can mount a grenade launcher on it, I'm pretty sure. And it's more damage, so... I'm digging it. Check out these fucking... Look at this fucking setup. Wait a minute. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? An auto shotgun in the bandit's hand. Now, I want it badly. I just saved, so we're gonna going to. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, don't reposition. No. I have to kill them all. This is all or nothing situation. Is he gonna rotate on me with the shotgun? Yep, he's working on it. I got one too. Well, that's what I was hoping. That went extremely well. You know what? I'll use it once I repair it. Oh, I'm glad I noticed that he had that. Aren't you? Aren't you glad? Just some fucking bandits, who cares? We're getting close on the weight limit here. That's what I got. By the way, Escape from Tarkov, anyone? I really don't think people understand how much influence Tarkov has from S.T.A.L.K.E.R. From the scavs to like all of it. I fucking love S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Hopefully you guys are getting cozy and immersed as you're enjoying. I am going to do a hard stop at the 3 hour. We'll wrap it up right there. Since this is only a test after all. You will. Man, I'm fully immersed now. You can like tell. You can see the immersion come over my face. You can like, what if I got too immersed and a ski mask appeared on my face? And I had like there's literally, and I'm not hating, I like this guy, but there's actually a YouTuber, Cheeky Breeky is his name, who legitimately actually does S.T.A.L.K.E.R streams in a fucking full ski mask. Now, you know, I'm not hating, but
Much longer. We've been without water for 2 days, requesting a rescue mission.
though I do have some pretty cool like black COVID masks, so maybe I'll just rock those. Maybe that's how I'll take care of the flutter itchy. I'll just wear a mask. Oh boy. This is a little bit of a situation. There's an emission coming.
Attention.
You know what? I'd like to try something out. I have a drug on me that should allow me to survive in a mission. Oh, it just makes you pass out. Aww. It just skips the emission. Well, I mean, that's cool. But I was hoping it would make me like immune to the effects and I could stand there and just watch it. That's kind of a bummer. Well, the missions look cool. It's like you can usually catch a place where you can have like a door open or whatever, but that's cool to finally have a use for that item. I mean, I could have easily made it over here and taken cover, but I wanted to test that out. Itchy and I had like the same thought at the same time. See the birds that got killed in the emission? Kind of a cool detail. And I think usually after emissions there'll be a lot more zombies. Oh yeah, speaking of, I did want to pull up my S.T.A.L.K.E.R stats. So yeah, you find achievements, which are kind of cool. So for instance, I discovered this like plot going on in the starting area of the game. So I got the detective trait or achievement, and because of that, they give me medical supplies all the time. It's my most used weapon, most powerful mutant I've killed on my stats. Pretty fucking cool. Got about 5 minutes left in the show tonight here. I'm getting the vibe that I can't do anything here without some sort of different detector. I think he mentioned a Svarog detector is what it's called, and I do not have that. So let's get back to base and wrap her up. That way, beginning of the next session, I can, if I do another one before the beginning of Season 1 of the OSHA, I can use my fancy new shotgun from the jump.
Find a way out. Help. We're running low on...
Do you guys think there will be any more S.T.A.L.K.E.R games? Now, to be fair, like with Anomaly and all the different modding and all that, I mean, we're pretty good. We have, you know, we got a lot of good S.T.A.L.K.E.R shit we can play. But, and then the other thing a lot of people I don't think really realize is you got Metro as well, which is not the same, but pretty similar. Yet, all that aside, do you guys feel like there'll be a new S.T.A.L.K.E.R franchise rolling anytime in the near future? I think it's a huge missed opportunity, personally. I think like with current generation shit, you can make an amazing S.T.A.L.K.E.R game. And the way people love Fallout, and that's so mainstream now, you know, like S.T.A.L.K.E.R is not the same as Fallout, but it's similar enough, I think, that maybe you could pick up some crossover. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and wrap it up there. 3 hour test edition of the Osho. Everything worked pretty much flawlessly. We do have a little bit of flutter here in the studio, but that's easily resolved with a few dead animals nailed up on the walls, so we'll take care of that. Appreciate everybody helping me test the new setup in the new house. Thanks for everybody getting your subscriptions in here as well. That was just a test. Osho Season 1 coming up July, August, September. We're doing S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Call of Pripyat complete. Fresh character. Doing some S.T.A.L.K.E.R Anomaly. We have a 1989 style Dungeons and Dragons campaign, The Twilight of Iron, that you'll be enjoying. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. The actual rules we're using, called For Gold and Glory. They're free if you want to check them out. That campaign will be set in Mystara. That's your homework. Research the original D&D setting, Mystara. And then Season 2 of show, that'll start that'll start October, November, December. Cyberpunk 2077 comes out right in the middle. We'll be hitting that. Got some ideas for what else will be in Season 2. You'll just have to tune in and find out. And if that wasn't enough, we've got a subathon coming up. First Osho in Season 1. So if you're saving your nickels and dimes to support, wait till then, chip it in then. Make me stream for an inordinate amount of time. Also, if we hit 35 sub points, we'll go ahead and do a cooking Osho. Try out the mobile streaming. I've got a really nice camera now, unlimited data, so we'll do a little bit of some grilling, a grill session at 35 sub points. Look right on cue. Internet issue right here. It's bouncing back though. Okay, so we do have very infrequent internet hiccups. Overall, very solid. Last but not least, appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody who supported. Big ups to Ahab in particular. Lots of ways to support. All the info's right there on the Twitch page. Let me thank this illustrious member of the 420 Club on Patreon, Freeborn Pat. See you guys soon. Might do another test edition before the official thing kicks off here in July. But July's right around the corner. It's Wednesday coming up, so might do one more session between now and then, very likely. But we won't actually start the official Season 1 of the Osho until July hits. See you guys soon.